So, say you're a Russian oligarch. You've got more money than sense. You don't care about anything. You could buy the Olympics if you wanted to. Your job then is to go ahead and spend that money profligately, freely, joyously. How would you do that in the headphone space? Well, I have written in the past that I think it's possible that this year is the year we're going to see some truly ridiculous things coming into headphone audio. Especially from the hi-fiers who have been looking for an audience and a way to sell some of their unobtainium and or some absurdium kind of marketing ideas into a space that's been largely untapped. I think headphones may well be that space. One of the earliest entries into this kind of head-fi meets hi-fi kind of convergence is something I don't think is really kind of a joke. It's the Abyss headphone. This headphone I ran across very recently at RMAF. It was hooked up to a variety of different systems, and it was universally either loved or hated. It was one of the two. The objections I heard to the quality of the headphone had nothing to do with the sound quality. Well, very few. Most of it had to do with the price, the aesthetic, and the fact that it was really expensive, and the price, and the aesthetic, and mainly the price. The price. It's not cheap, right? It's over $5,000 for a pair of headphones. It's crazy money, given that you could buy a world-class pair of headphones for, well, goodness, a couple $100, right? Why would I ever want to spend $5,000 on a pair of headphones? I can't answer that for you, and I can't ever really come up with a good reason why products cost whatever they cost. They literally do cost whatever they cost. It's true. Hi-fi makers or any kind of manufacturer will use some kind of calculus to come up with a formula that gives them the ability to actually make money on the products that they're hoping to bring to market. Now, I'm going to kind of push that off to the side, and with one comment. It makes sense if you think of some of these products as they come into this space as not necessarily being products, in the sense that, say, a concept car is not a product. When a concept car is released at the Detroit Audio Show or some other venue, it's never assigned a price tag. It's just an idea. It's an expression. It's a set of concepts. It's a set of design cues or whatever it is, right, that the car manufacturer is attempting to put in front of an audience to see what they say. And, of course, drum up interest in the brand and blah, 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 blah. In high-end audio, those products actually get price tags, get put into the product line, and get sold. It's bizarre. It's the only industry I know of that does this. That said, some of these products are viable as products. Some of them really aren't, but some of them really are, right? The Abyss is an expensive piece of equipment. I don't think it necessarily kind of represents that high, super high, crazy, no one's ever going to buy this kind of product. I do think that there is a market for a $5,000 headphone, especially one that is qualitatively and quantitatively better than what's available at lower price points. And that's really the only reason that this is going to be a product in the first place, right? Is that there is a market gap. And if you want to be honest, this is where there is a gap. There's a lot of room in high-end head-fi, if you will, to do more. If cost was no object, what would you do? And I think that's what we're starting to see now. Okay, long intro. Good. Put that off to the side. So we have the Abyss headphone here. The headphone itself is, I think, very interesting. It represents, I think, a new trend. It represents a high watermark. It represents a lot of other things. But one of the things that I think is the coolest is that I have one and I am just thrilled. This is really kind of cool for me, right? Very expensive headphone. I get to use it with some of my really awesome pieces of equipment here that I have also for review. I've got a headphone amp from EAR, the HP4. This is a legendary piece of equipment, also over $5,000. I've got a head amp, GSX Mark II from Head Amp, and it is a remarkable piece of equipment. This is $3,000. And I also have a Cavalli Audio Liquid Gold, which may well be the well, at least to some, the best headphone amp ever made. So these are all very, very cool. I'm going to be able to use this with this really neat offering from Abyss. So I've got it. I thought I'd open it. We take a look at it, and we can start this process rolling and see where this takes us. So say hello to the Abyss. Isn't it beautiful? Comes in a nice box. It's robust. It's, you know, a box. It's got nice little cornering. It's somebody actually cared, put this together. It's something that you would keep, not just throw away, like what I do with most of my boxes, at least those I get from mass market producers. This is obviously something someone cared for. The Abyss, nice. You can put this on your wall. Maybe you should. Soft felt on the inside. On the inside, this is hilarious. It comes with a leather suitcase. This is so biker, I can't even begin to talk about it. It's hand-stitched leather. It's gorgeous, right? It's something I would actually want to use. It smells like leather. It smells great. Let's go ahead and open this up. You can get a feel for the actual quality of the leather here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? This is bitchin', dude. This is kick-ass. And that's for a pair of headphones. So there you go. You've got your suitcase. You've got your box. This is a good start, right? Here is the headphone. This is my fake unboxing, by the way. Yes, I've already cracked it. I couldn't wait. I'm going to pull it out very slowly. Hello, hello, beautiful. This is the headphone itself. Polarizing, right? And I mean that in the sense that the look may not necessarily appeal, and that's totally cool. Not everybody has to love everything. It's got a stitched headband, kind of sprung there. It bounces. I'll just do this for a second, get you good and acclimated, so you know what's happening. Feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right, we're done. The hinge up top is very firm. This hinge is how you can kind of set this, well, maybe a little bit set the way that the ear cups will sit on your head. There's not a lot of play here, and unlike many headphones, some that I can think of off the top of my head, which squeeze your head like it's some kind of grape that they're attempting to crush, this won't do that. This won't sit like that. It's meant to actually sit flush-ish, right, with a little bit of play, and it will kind of do that sort of thing. Now, if you have an extraordinarily large noggin, this is going to be a problem. There's, again, not a whole lot of sizing. So melon heads beware. Okay, cool. Now, as a melon head, I am fitting this in over a hat because I don't want to show you my bald spot any more than I absolutely have to. But you can see how it fits. It's a little loose. I wouldn't recommend this for your daily commuter trip. And in fact, if you're looking for that maybe he's Frankenstein kind of look, that's what you would get. It is not small, not dainty, not easily concealable. This may not necessarily, again, give you that kind of I have to steal it kind of reaction, but you are not going to be hiding from anyone. Okay? Let's pull that off. The ear cups, I mentioned this. Fully detachable, right? They are magnetic. They just slip right in. There's some guide holes there. There are some guide screws there, and they just snap right on. Makes it really easy to kind of customize the fit, such as that is. And if you need to replace them, I think that would be a real snap. Cables. Cables that come with this are maybe rumored, I don't know if you've kind of been tracking it, but they are XLR. That is the default, right? Right off the head pins. Bah! XLR. 3-pin XLR. And they are completely separate. These are the headphone jacks, look a lot like what I found in my LCD headphones from Odyssey. 3-pin. 2 cables, completely separate. Which means that you have probably no headphone amp in the world that is going to drive it. But if you are one of the regular unwashed without the dual output headphone amp, there are a pair of very handy adapters. One is the 4-pin single adapter, right, with the dual 3-pin input. Dual 3-pin input to a phono plug. So you have some options. Now the question then is whether or not you're going to be able to drive these headphones with your amp. I have no idea, right? I'm going to be using it with a variety of amps that I have. I have a Burson conductor. I also have this EAR, which only takes the phono, so that'll be that, right? And I've got these other two here from Cavalli and head amp that actually do take the XLR, so that'll be that. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be really exciting. I've never had a headphone that's quite this ambitious, claiming to be the best in the world. I'm a big fan of the stacks, so this is going to be quite a mountain. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it, very excited, hoping to bring you the greatest experience ever, at least with headphones in my own personal listening space. So let's just say my anticipation is high and we're looking forward to playing. The Abyss headphones. Whoops, there you go. Are you loving? Stay tuned.